Congratulations to Francis Marion for winning the NCAA Southeast Regional and advancing to the Elite Eight. With us are head coach Jerry Porter and student athletes Alasia Watts, TT Flowers, and Brianna Burgeons. We'll begin with an opening statement from Coach Porter and then take questions for the coach and student athletes. Coach Porter, the floor is yours.
Thank you. As we have done, I think every game in this tournament, we want to congratulate Augusta first. They have done a phenomenal job. Nate and I talked before the game, actually, and it's kind of a novelty to be competing against someone that you know pretty well by virtue of being in the league. And just say what a great job they did all year. And even today, we knew coming into today's game it was going to be a battle. We knew that we were going to have to stay composed, and we knew that they weren't going to go away. And I'm sure they knew the same thing about us. So I think it was just about everything that everybody would have expected. So congratulations to them. Again, I'm just so proud of this team and these young ladies with this very improbable run. I just don't think anybody would have seen us here at this point in the season. But just thinking about how much this group has grown from October to now is just really what, as coaches, it's why we do what we do. It's just for the pleasure of being able to mentor kids and watch them grow and enjoy this journey that we've been on, for the last several months. So I'm excited for them. We're excited about, the position that we put ourselves in to continue playing. And we'll continue to work and see what's next for us.
Thank you, Coach. Now we'll open up the floor for questions. Please state your name, your media outlet, and who your question is directed towards.
Marquez with Morning News in Florence. Alasia, what do you know about Sioux Falls, South Dakota?
Nothing at all. This is something new.
Google it. No, seriously, you guys are up 18, and then all of a sudden, I guess the basket started tightening up a little bit on you. What was happening? What allowed Augusta to get back in and make a game of it?
They were patient on offense. They executed offense. We couldn't hit shots, and they took advantage of that and stops on defense. We didn't get stops on defense at the right time. But I think when we locked in and focused, the team came together and we put our game plan back together and we got the win.
Jerry, did you think they tightened up at all?
Yeah, I thought we tightened up a little bit when the ball stopped falling. They went to their zone, and we knew that we were going to see zone at some point. And so, I thought that we did a good job of regaining our composure. But I think that beyond the missed shots, I thought we stopped rebounding. I've been talking about rebounding this entire tournament. And so this first game I'm looking at the box score that we actually were out-rebounded by 4 in this game. And I thought that when we tightened up, we also stopped rebounding. We weren't getting the second shots that we had been getting all game, and we were giving up second shots on their end. And I thought that made a bit of a difference as well. But I thought all in all we were able to hit enough shots to be able to hang on to the lead that we had built up through that really, really good third quarter that we played.
Well, Bree, I'll ask you, when it got down to, I guess they got down to 2 there, I think, after you guys were up by 18. At that point, what's going through your mind?
Stay composed. Again, going back to the beginning of the tournament, Coach was like, great teams make plays, and Augusta is a great team. They made plays down the stretch at the end, and, we weren't hitting shots like they said, and they made us pay for that. And, again, on the boards, we have been out-rebounding teams all tournament long, but today we lost on the boards, and it came down to it. But I'm glad that my team and we stayed composed and, executed when needed to, and we pulled it out.
TT, Michael Hawkins from Francis Marion. TT, your stat line looks about like it does, every game this year, and that you've got, multiple assists, multiple points, multiple rebounds. How is it that you go about getting in there to get some of the rebounds? That you're part of our rebounding game, even as though you're playing the point guard.
I just feel like it's something that's always needed from the team, and if it's something needed, then I can go in and I can get it done.
Coach, we talked before the game about when we looked at the stat sheet, we had shot so well against Augusta during the season. Didn't shoot as well today as those other two games, but yet on three-pointers, again, we're above 50%.
Right.
Which again we did against them during the year. Was there anything different that their defense gave us? Looks, although we kind of can't count Kai's banked in three-pointers.
Oh, yes, we can. It counts. That's right. I don't think that either team did a lot different, and I think, we both kind of knew going in. There may have been a small wrinkle here or there for both teams. I think we both kind of knew going in this was going to be about the kids on the floor, gutting it out, making the plays when they needed to. And so, the only thing that actually surprised me a little bit defensively, I thought we would see more zone than we did. I thought that, I told them in the locker room, I thought that they were going to zone us pretty much the whole second half. So when they came out in the third quarter and we didn't see it, I think that gave us a chance to get a little bit more comfortable running some stuff. We felt like we could push the ball at them in transition. I thought we did a good job of that when we made a run as well.
Who was mainly responsible for O'Connor's stat line? Only 8 points. She had 32 Saturday night. No assists, 6 turnovers. We did a good job defensively against her.
All weekend long, there's been that one kid on every team that we've had to guard as a team. It was Bree Crum on Friday. It was Michelle Mitchell on Saturday, and it was Brianna O'Connor tonight. Just awesome guards that you just can't guard one-on-one. And so our goal was, again, with her, just like it had been the last 2 days, was to force her to play above the free throw line, stay between her and the rim, and try to make her shots as tough as possible. So, and I think our kids, again, because they had done it the 2 games prior with other really good players, it made it a little bit easier for them to settle into that mindset with her tonight.
Gary, can you put this in any kind of perspective? I mean, you talked about a month ago, you had no idea really what this team was going to be capable of.
Yeah.
Is this not shocking, but it got to be a surprise in some way, doesn't it?
Basketball is a game of runs, and we're on a run. And not to say that they've done some great things all season, clearly. But I think when we stepped into this tournament, knowing, feeling like we had a shot to win it based on the teams that were in the field and having a lot of respect for all of them, but feeling like we had a shot. And I think with each game, we gained a little bit more confidence because the first 2 wins for us were against teams that we had not beaten yet. And so to be able to step on the floor and get that first one against Lander was huge. I think that helped a lot. And then Columbus State clearly was big. And then tonight, even though we had already played Augusta and beaten them a couple times, we knew, that we were going to have to play extremely well. We've been watching them since Friday, and they've been playing really, really well. We just felt like our defense was going to have to carry us. And we didn't guard them as well as I would like us to have, but, we hadn't defended as well all year as I'd like us to have, Mark. So that's nothing new. But I think we guarded them well enough to be able to get the stops when we needed them. And so I'm just really proud of them and the effort that they brought with them this weekend.
All right, guys, we've got time for one more question if anyone else has anything. All right, if there's no further questions, this will conclude Francis Marion's press availability. Congratulations on all your accomplishments this season.
Thank you.